Being a single mom means juggling a million things at once, and some days it feels nearly impossible. Today I want to talk about what it really takes to balance work, life, and being the sole provider for your kids, and how we can do this together. I'm Jess Tomkiel, and I am a single mama. I'm just Tomkiel, and I am a single mom navigating work, life, and motherhood, and I know how hard it can be to balance it all. Today, I'm sharing a real moment from my life that happened and some tips that can help you feel a lot less alone in this journey. Some tips that'll help you feel less alone in this journey. So for me, this actually happened to me yesterday, and I have posted about it, and I have met with a lot of support from other moms who have dealt with the same thing. I woke up yesterday morning. I have been preparing for the last month for a huge presentation that I have to give at work. It's a presentation that is an hour long. I'm standing on a stage giving a presentation to over 200 people. I've done this before, wasn't nervous, but it was something really big that I need to do to move up in my work. I've been doing my job as an attorney for the state for over 10 years. I am a trainer. This is what I do. But I've prepped, ready to go. And this same morning, my son comes downstairs saying, "Mommy, I don't feel well." And my life just shattered in that moment. As many other moms know, you're kind of assessing the situation. Is he really sick? Is he not sick? Does he not want to go to school? Is something going on? So a little background, my son suffers from really bad ADHD and anxiety. So I do have to pay attention to what he's doing, what he's thinking, and things to that nature. So honestly, he probably got up. I think he ate too fast, had some indigestion. And since it was causing some uncomfort, that anxiety led to him feeling really sick. And I am sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I have to go into work. I don't have anyone else to stay home with him. What is a mom supposed to do? I can't let all this work I've done in my career crumble for one day. But then there's the mom guilt. Do I stay home with my son? So I had to make the executive decision. He's almost 12. He is okay to stay home alone. He's been home alone before. And as his mom, I know that he was not actually sick. He just worked himself up. This has happened before. And I have neighbors on the street that can take care of him. So I did it. I left my son home alone while he was sort of sick. And I went into work and did my presentation. The entire time feeling guilty. I was on the phone with him in my car ride there. I called him and texted him every minute to see if he was okay. And honestly, by lunch, he was fine. But the guilt is real. And I know other mamas know what I'm talking about. There's this emotional tug of war that you feel as a single mom, especially when you're put in these positions. You have guilt, you have stress, and you have the pressure of being everything for everyone at the same time. I felt guilty for leaving him, but I also knew the pressure of this presentation was something I had to do. And these are the moments that no one talks about. So I'm trying to normalize this. You're not alone if you feel like you are barely hanging it on and together some days. The reality is a single mom is wearing every damn hat there is. You have to be your caretaker. You have to be the housekeeper. You have to pay the bills. You have to make the money. You have to laundry, food. The list is ginormous. And I have been raising my two children by myself since they were babies. I get it. I have had to be in temp jobs. I've been on public assistance. I have figured out life, and it is not easy. And there were moments that I cried alone in the bathroom because it was just too much. So there's these struggles that a single mama is going to deal with. You're going to be torn between work and being with your kids. I can't tell you at the beginning how many things in elementary school that I missed out on because I had to have a paycheck. I didn't have paid time off. I didn't have benefits at the time. And I can't get that time back. But I've raised my kids to know that I'm there for when it counts. When it was something super important, mommy was there. But my kids also have to realize, and they have learned, that there is a balance, especially when you are the sole caretaker. But it also needs to be normalized. There is mom guilt. It's really hard, especially when people outside are judging us, thinking that they know how it would be and how much easier it is. But as a single mom, this judgment is not only bad from the outside, but you feel the judgment within yourself. And on top of that, you have the pressure of being the sole provider. It is up to you, even on your worst day. You're feeling sick, you're not feeling great, it doesn't matter. You have to provide for your children, for your pets if you have them, for your family. It's up to you. There's no one else that's going to step in and you can tag in to take the lead. So if you're a single mom watching this today, I want you to know that I see you. I know how hard it is to carry this load on your own. And even on the days that it feels absolutely impossible, you're still showing up. And that's what matters. I remind myself every day that this is my life. Nothing is perfect. And the way I show up for my kids is what I can do. And they know they're loved. And I just have to remind myself that I am doing my best. And every day can get a little bit better. And I love my kids and they know it. That's what you need to do. You need to show your kids that you love them. So if you're stuck in this position where I have been, and I still know that these things are coming, there are some things that we can do to try to alleviate some of the stress. As much as possible, plan ahead. I am someone who I really try to figure out, what does my week look like? What is my day going to look like? What can I plan for? And by planning out as much as possible, it gives you the space for when things that you can't plan happen. How you would handle certain situations. You can use some of those tactics in the things that you don't know. My son has stayed home before by himself. He has a cell phone. He knows he can reach me. I was able to use those things, put them together, and solve this one problem. You also need to build a support system. You need community. One of the things that I see over and over with the single moms I work with, you want to do it all on your own. And I get it. I'm the same way. It's very hard to delegate when you need to have that control. Otherwise, you feel like things are going to fall apart. But you need to have support. You need to have a community. And I would love to, if you drop a comment below, who is in your community? Is it made up of family members? Have you created your own family? How are you supporting yourself with a community? And again, I can't say it enough. Self-care is essential. It is not something you should feel guilty about. We have enough of that with everything else. Self-care and taking care of your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health is the number one thing you can do. You cannot fill from an empty cup. And if you are depleted, you cannot give the love to your kids that you need. You can't give the love to your kids that they need. So I would love to hear, what is the hardest part for you juggling everything and being work and your kids and your household? What are the biggest struggles you have below? I would love to be able to make more videos and more content helping other single moms get through this overwhelm, get through the guilt, and finding yourself again. Make sure you share this with another mom that could hear it. I want to get this out. I want to normalize what us single moms are going through. And just know, you are absolutely doing more than you realize. Your kids see it. Keep showing up one step at a time. You got this.